The basement has been cleaned up for one thing, we're told, but we're still able to see portions of the floor in the condition it was in when James was a pledge here. It's a concrete floor that is sort of stripped bare, except now portions of it are painted over. We believe the walls have been given a fresh coat of paint prior to our coming here, but nonetheless you can see the wall where the pledges were forced to line up. James describes an actual specific place along the wall where he was required to stand each time they were lined up. All 19 or 20 members of the pledge class lined up nose to the wall. There are other rooms downstairs where there are several staircases that lead down where the bucket of hazing mixture was brought down to them. You can still see the speakers where the loud music was played from. There is a stripper pole in the corner of the room where the lineups took place, where we're told that on a regular basis professional exotic dancers were brought in to entertain the fraternity, and indeed female students were also brought up onto a makeshift stage and up to the stripper pole to participate in these activities. We saw a room in on the first floor, which James described as the room where when you'd had too much to drink, that was the room where you were taken to pass out. And in the morning, James and the other members of the pledge class would be required to come and clean that room. Remember, there were parties 6 out of 7 nights of the week, sometimes 3 and 4 parties in a row per night. And you would have male and female students in varying states of undress in this sort of pass-out room. James found urine, had to clean up vomit, had to clean up after students had lost control of their bowels, and had to clean up all of that mess from this room every time the room was used, and then would have to go clean the kitchen. And all that would have to be done by 8 o'clock in the morning. So we saw that. We saw the staircase in the main entry of the fraternity house where the pledges were lined up right after they were inducted, right after the beginning of the pledge season. And James described as one of the very first things that happened after they were to begin the pledge season. They were required to drink a hard liquor and then chug cans of beer on their way down to begin the pledge season. So the drinking, the excessive drinking, began really, very early on, and was part of everything that happened inside. Those are some of the highlights, I think, of what we saw.
Can you clarify?